You know this one. I decided to have a weekend fling with a Russian national. What do I need to do?
And I only know this one because we talked about this before.
I let him know that I was going to ask that one.
So that's a good question. And there's a whole bunch of different factors that could play into this. So if you had a fling with a Russian national in Russia and, that person asks some strange questions, things like that, report it because there's obviously a problem. We'll talk about foreign contacts. Foreign contacts, a lot of people don't understand this, is a two-part test. And if you read the SF-86 in detail, you'll see that it's a two-part test. First part is, have you or your spouse, they go on and on, have you ever had close or continuing contact with the foreign national? And then this is the part that everybody misses, with whom you have a bond, and there's a list of types of bonds that you could have. It's not a complete list. There's other reasons why you could be bound to that individual. But close or continuing contact, and then you have to have some type of bond. So something like that, it's gray area. You might want to report it. But if it's something where you're here in the United States, you meet somebody at the bar, or something happens where it's not something you consider to be close or continuous. You're not going to have continuous contact. You're not being asked questions about national security or something that could cause a trigger, then you might not report that incident. If you're married, that's an issue because now you've got other guidelines at play. So if there's any other guideline that could potentially be involved, and there's a guideline for sexual behavior. So if something happens that could trigger any of those guidelines, then you're going to want to report that. But there's a lot of different things that could affect that situation. So it depends. You should get some help. You should talk to somebody about it and see if that's something that is reportable if something like that ever happens.